HarperCollins and HarperAudio present The Man Who Would Be King, Mohammed bin Salman and the Transformation of Saudi Arabia, by Karen Elliott House. Read by Fajer Al-Kaisi. A note before we begin. For a family tree, notes on the text, and more, don't forget to download the accompanying enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. To the memory of my late brother, Larry Elliott, a world traveler who shared my deep interest in Saudi Arabia. Prologue. The Race to Rule. For nearly half a century, there was almost no change in the stultifying kingdom of Saudi Arabia. One elderly monarch succeeded another. One failed 5-year reform plan followed another. And still, one more generation of young Saudis grew up wards of government and prisoners of religious restrictions. But in less than a decade, things have changed dramatically. Today's Saudi Arabia is literally unrecognizable from that of 2016. Ubiquitous black-bearded religious police who stalked the streets, enforcing public piety at the expense of personal privacy, are gone from view. Gone, too, are the myriad restrictions on women, music, mixing of genders, and entertainment that so constrained the behavior of every Saudi, even those who dared sneak some freedom in the privacy of their homes. In 2024, for the first time, a Saudi woman dared to compete in the Miss Universe contest. A year earlier, a female astronaut was the first Saudi launched to the International Space Station. Today, at my hotel, an unrelated Saudi man and woman stand side by side at the check-in desk and unquestioningly register a single woman. Such gender mixing not long ago would have landed both under arrest by religious police. When I take a helicopter ride at a popular tourist site, the pilot is a slight Saudi woman wearing crisp tan slacks and a white short-sleeved shirt. No black abaya. And her co-pilot is male. The CEO of the Saudi Stock Exchange is a woman. A decade ago, men refused even to speak to her when she called their firms as a rare female financial analyst. And camel racing, Saudi's oldest sport, dating from the 7th century in 2024, for the first time featured female jockeys bouncing atop camels in the Crown Prince's Camel Festival. Some 21,000 riders competed for a $13 million prize. At my first camel race in 1984, jockeys all were small boys, and the winner took home a big water truck for supplying his desert tents. Soundstorm, a 3-day music festival in Riyadh, draws nearly 700,000 exuberant Saudis dancing in the streets and cheering the music of international stars like Bruno Mars, H.E.R., Shakira, and Wiz Khalifa. Soundstorm is the Middle East's largest music event in a country where music was strictly forbidden before 2016. World-class boxers Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou compete in the Battle of the Baddest before a sellout crowd of 30,000 Saudi men and women. Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese soccer star now playing for a Saudi team, is just one of the global sports heroes I spot in attendance. In 2024, the kingdom hosted its first ever female boxing match featuring 2 featherweights, Australia's Skye Nicholson and Britain's Raven Chapman. Tens of thousands of Saudis, old and young, who can't afford such concerts or boxing matches, nightly fill new Epcot-style theme parks to stroll a dozen pavilions of nations including Morocco, China, and Italy, or pose in front of an Egyptian sphinx. At another park, the very daring can take a spin 160 feet in the air atop Drop Tower before falling toward the ground at 70 miles per hour. Teenage boys and girls sit side by side in Starbucks, huddled over computers like their counterparts in the West. Gone is the strict prohibition on gender mixing, and with it the high wooden walls on wheels that restaurants once quickly deployed around tables to segregate families. Saudi children under age 5 frequently speak
Sample complete. Ready to continue?